So we're starting off with the eyes, and I've already prepped them. I'm just going to use a darker shade of pink and use that as a transition shade. And I'm going to leave all the palettes that I'm using down in the description box in the order that I am using them in. So I'm using a big fluffy brush to blend this pink. I'm using circular motions to blend this pink, and you just have to take your time with this process. Then I'm going to use the face powder, and I'm going to use that to blend the edges of this pink so that they're not as harsh. I'm going to use like a cranberry shade. I don't know whether it's a cranberry or it's a darker shade of pink. I don't know, like, guys, but I'm going to use this shade and I'm going to concentrate it on the crease and just blending it with my crease brush from Zoeva. And I'm going to leave also the number of this brush down in the description box for you guys. And I'm just blending it like slowly. And yeah, guys, just make sure that you have that gradient from this darker shade to like that transition color. And then to outline and define that crease, I am using the black shade, the black eyeshadow from the Makeup Revolution Iconic Eyeshadow palette, and I'm using it and I'm applying it with a pencil brush also from Zoeva. And then I'm gonna blend that black eyeshadow with the previous color that I used for the crease. And I'm gently doing this because I only want that darker shade to be in that crease area. Then I've already cut the crease, guys. I'm just using a fluffy blending brush to remove the excess concealer. And I'm going to use a darker shade of blue, and I'm just going to pick it on that crease, on that cut crease. Also, guys, please forgive like the angle of the head and all of that. This is, after all, the first time that I'm doing someone's makeup, so the angle might not be that perfect. And for those finer details of that cut crease, I'm using a small concealer brush. Then I'm going to use a lighter shade of blue and just pick it on top of that darker shade of blue to kind of like give me a gradient effect of those two shades of blue. Then I'm going to use that same pencil brush that I used for the black, and I'm going to use it to pick that crease shade and just blend the edges of those blue so that they're not as harsh, because with this cut crease I don't want it to be a really outlined cut crease. I just want it to blend into those pink shades that I used before. Then I'm gonna go back to that crease shade and add more if I need to add more, and blend if I need to blend more, and going back again to that transition shade, and I add if I need to add, and I blend if I need to blend. That's the key, guys. Blend, 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 add, add, add. Now onto the face, guys. This is pretty simple. I am using a concealer brush to like spread that foundation all over her face, and I was happy with like the shade that I chose for her. And also because she does have some blemishes on her face, I did have to go in with a little bit more than I usually would. Now I am using a flat foundation brush, a flat top foundation brush. I think they'll call that. And this brush, guys, came in a set that I bought from Discam, and I think they still sell those brushes. So I'm just gonna blend the foundation in a buffing motion. So I'm like bouncing the brush on her face to get like a flawless coverage, and so also that I don't get any like lines from the brush. So there isn't really any swiping, and if I do swipe the brush on her face, it's like in a softer motion. Then on to the concealer. I am using the Essence concealer. I think this is in the shade Caramel, and I am using it to conceal, and then I'm gonna blend it out. And guys, as I mentioned before, please excuse the angle of my face, or the angle of the face, guys. Like I only realized after while I was editing that like my camera angle and the way I was positioning her face was just not doing it. And also the light from the window, I should have closed that curtain, but we learn, guys. Then I'm going in with my L.A Girl concealer, and this is to highlight. As I said, everything will be down in the description box, guys, so check it out. Then I'm gonna blend also, and I really love this the L.A Girl concealer for her because it is full coverage, and she was looking for that coverage to hide those blemishes. That's my mom in the background. Now on to the contour, guys. I'm using the ultimate, my all-time contour product. This is the Revlon Photo Ready Concealer Foundation in Mocha. I love this, guys. I use it on myself. You guys have seen it in all of my videos, I think. And I'm just gonna use it on her. It was perfect, guys. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna then use the foundation brush to blend that contour product, and the foundation brush blended it nicely, guys. It was so nice. And oh my gosh, guys, that's how you blend your contour. If you want a really blended, nicely blended contour, use your foundation brush, guys. I'm telling you. Then I'm gonna set that concealer with my Makeup Revolution setting powder in Deep Banana. Guys, this was the first time I was using this powder, and wow, guys, wow, it is so much like the Black Opal Deluxe powder. Oh my gosh. And I've seen in a lot of videos that people usually compare this powder to the Sacha Buttercup powder. It's just perfect. And then I'm going in with my L.A Girl face powder, and I'm using it to set the rest of her face. On to setting that contour. This contour palette that I'm using, guys, I bought it from like some Chinese store, and I love those contour powders. They are everything. And for that highlight, guys, I'm using the Wet n Wild Precious Petals highlighter, and just placing it on the the highest points of her cheeks, and it was just perfect, especially with her undertone. Oh my gosh, guys. I want a little bit hammer with the blush, so I'm gonna use my face powder to fix that, okay, because I don't want that blush just sticking on the apples of her cheeks. Like, no, that's not a cheat look at all. Then I did a little bit of reverse contouring, and that's what I'm removing right now with the face powder brush. Now onto the eyes, to finish off the eyes, guys. So I'm applying the mascara, and I'm going to be putting on the lashes off camera. And also, guys, for the lower lash line, I did go in with the two shades that I used on the crease and a little bit of the blue on the under eyes. And for the lips, guys, I went in with a combination of my Essence lipstick and also a lip liner, which I will leave down in the description box. I hope that you guys did enjoy this look, and if you did, click the subscribe button, follow me on Instagram, and I will see you on the next one. Mwah, mwah, mwah.
You wanna go